What's up, everybody? Let me first start out by introducing myself to you. My name is Jason Scroggins. Just a regular guy. Um, 40 couple years old, and it's been a long time. I've been about 2 years. I've been thinking about making this video, but the only thing I didn't do it. I didn't want to do it is because the non-believers, the naysayers, and the fucking kickback I would get from the people. Say, "Oh, you're lying. You're lying." Well, let me first start out by saying and showing you something right here. Where's that? All right, we're gonna get them both. See right here. It's the closest thing I can get to a Bible right now. Got a white one. I got a brown one just to keep it. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna put my hands on these Bibles right here, to both of them joints, and say, I swear that everything that I'm fixing to tell you is the truth, is fact. I don't have nothing to gain by lying to you or putting out some fucking dumb shit, just trying to get people's pants in a bunch. I swear that everything that I'm fixing to tell you is the truth. And if it's not, may the Lord or the greater power strike me not in this planet no more. That being said, what I have to say is about the internet and about the TVs, the flat screens, black mirrors. I'm gonna start. I lived in Cumberland, Maryland, and I was on drugs. I wasn't heavy on drugs, but I had drugs going on. You know what I mean? In this day and age, in this world, the shit that was going on, gotta be doing something to fucking get by. But needless to say, the shit that was going on and shit was happening, I quit. I'm cleaner than a motherfucker. I'm cleaner than bar soap. Promise you. I have no reason to lie. I was in a town called Cumberland, Maryland. I lived at 218 Walnut Place by Apple's Bar in Cumberland, Maryland. I have no other way to tell you other than tell you the fucking straight truth. I mean, in the way the truth that I have to tell you, I have to be. I'm gonna tell you straight up like it is, and I'm gonna tell you everything. I know it's a little nasty, and it's 18-year-old. If you're under 18, if you're under 16, I'm not advising you to watch this video. I'm asking you. It's lucid, man. I'm telling you, this video is not for you. If you're a non-believer, if you ain't able to even open up your mind and say, hey, maybe this guy's telling the truth. Hey, maybe this is true. Hey, maybe this is going on. If you can't be open-minded, this video is not for you, man. I don't need your hate. I'm going through enough as it is. My mother has muscular dystrophy, and she's blind. So I had to leave L.A., Compton, Watts, South Central area to come take care of her because she didn't want to go to a home. And I didn't want her going to a home because I know what happens in them homes. Abuse, fucking, so much as off of a motherfucker. But anyway, when I was in Cumberland, Maryland, I was on them drugs, and the drugs made me, we're going to say sexually active, mad sexually active, okay? I know it's wild, but I have to tell you the truth. I ain't leaving no truth out, okay? I would do the drugs, and me and my girl, we would get in the buff, and we would be all types of naked shenanigans, me and her and I, okay? Sound like tooth got chipped. Her sitting on my face and her pelvis grinding in too much, and I didn't want to cut her motherfucking meat with my teeth. So I took back, and I guess it was whatever it was to her, and she sat down harder with her pelvis and broke my motherfucking mouth. But anyway, I would do my little drugs, and sometimes she wouldn't be there. Sometimes we'd be broke up and back and forth thing. I was there by myself. So even if I was there by myself, I would do my drugs, and I would get in the buff, and I would practice autoeroticism. If you know what that means, you know what it means. But for a better lack of words, for being appropriate, I'm trying to say I would practice autoeroticism in my apartment, all naked. Now, all this stuff usually has to do with nakedness, sex, private parts, and that's when it mostly happened to me. But that's why I seen it mostly apparent, because when you're on the type of drug that I was on, it make things intense to you. You see you don't see things, but you'll study more. You know what I mean? So I would like, I'm personal, I'm private. I don't want anybody peeking through my windows and listening to my door and shit like that right there. So I would like cover my curtains up and be in there handling my thing, all sweating and everything, being wild. But I kept to myself. I was behind a closed door. I didn't bother nobody. I didn't hurt nobody. But I would close the curtain and I would be doing what I would be doing. I look over. Next thing you know, my curtain's like peeled back a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck? I closed the curtain back. And I would go doing what I was doing. And that curtain get pulled back a little bit. And it's like somebody's right there. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? Why I keep shutting the curtains? Wind blowing? What the fuck's going on? So basically, the long story, what I'm trying to tell you is somebody was doing it. Had to be. So I said, okay, fuck this. I'm going to just go head on in my bathroom. Well, I go in my bathroom and I stuck a towel in there by the door and I go get in the shower, do what I do. Next thing you know, towel at the bottom of my door would be kind of stuff came out a little bit. So basically some can see in there, like look under the door, whatever. Some entities here, some shit going on that we don't know about, that I know about, but I can't put my finger exactly who it is or what it is or why it is. I know it's got to do with perversion, and I know it's got to do with invasion of privacy, and it's kind of sick. But needless to say, I would hear people. You know when somebody moves and they try to move, you hear the ankle pop or their something pop. Well, I would hear that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is that? Somebody up in here? I thought somebody was in. This shit, it was so bad. It was so bad. I got kicked out of my apartment because I went to the next door. I said, yo, stay the fuck off my fucking wall. Stop doing that fucking nasty shit you're fucking doing. Stop that shit. You don't got nobody doing that shit. And I did it a couple times so far to the fact where I threatened the people so bad that they called police on me. I got kicked out of the building. So I went from Cumberland, Maryland to the Vale, Maryland. And I said, fuck this. I'm staying in a motel. So, I can just go wherever I want to go, bounce from hotel to hotel. So I started staying at this motel called Super 8 Motel in LaVale, Maryland. I was there. I stayed there a total of 3 months. But as I was there, I still was doing my drugs, doing what I was doing. And the shit got really bad. And the way the shit was going on, I thought it was a person. It was like the people next door in the room next door. I would hear people on the wall, like they put their ear to the wall and shit. I'm like, yo. And the shit that happened at that motel, I started seeing it, and it was so fucking blow my mind. I was like, wow. I knew it wasn't a person. I knew after I went to that motel, I knew it wasn't just a person. I knew it wasn't. There's just no way. There's no way one person can do the things that was going on. It had to be a number of people for the shit that was going on. It had to be a number of people working together to do it. But maybe it ain't a human or person at all. Basically, what I was seeing was on your door, you got a key card. You stick your key card in there. You got a doorknob and you got a key card. And it's like this little Jones, like about that big. It's about like this big. Like this big. You stick your key card in and hit the doorknob, go like that. Well, I started doing drugs less and less because I felt like my privacy was being invaded. People were doing shit, whatever. And this one time I used to get my own fucking towels and shit every day. Well, one day I went up to the third floor. It's only a 3-floor motel. I went up to the third floor And the dude who did laundry was up there. He was checking rooms and shit. So I told him whatever. Yeah, get your towels, get your blankets, your sheets, whatever. Well, I got my shit, and I looked back, and he was coming from this room to that room, going into another room across the hall. Well, I worried. I went down 3 flights of stairs, and when I got down 3 flights of stairs, that Bama was coming out of the office. I said, "Whoa, this nigga got a twin? What?" Needless to say, there's passages in the motels. You'll find this out soon enough. You will find this out soon enough. I don't advise staying at a hotel if I were you, period. Underneath these major hotels, they got tunnels and all this other shit. Don't go stay at a hotel. If you stay at a hotel and something happens to you, I'm telling you were warned. Now, after that incident, I was like, wow, some really shaky shit going on here. And people started coming to the hotel. I mean, I know people come to the hotel and guests come every night, every time they're changing to different guests. But the people that was coming to these hotels were just weird. I started seeing people that wasn't checked in there. Believe me, every night I went out that motel all times of day. I went out that motel, walked around the motherfucking parking lot. I looked at the cars. I looked at the license plates. I looked at the color of cars because I want to know what's around me. That's just me. I just need to know what's around me. The people that was coming to these motherfucking motels were just weird. Weird. I'm talking about just weird. They just had, usually, some of them would come with dogs. I mean, I know people bring dogs, hotel, whatever. But it's just weird the way it was going on. It's just weird. I'm telling you some really good shit, man. I'm telling you the truth. The shit is just weird. Now, every motel room, in the motel room, you have a door, my door, and then across, you had a door. And then catty corner, you had a door. Okay? But then right back here, in this doorway right here, was my bathroom. So I could go into the bathroom, and I knew shit was weird because I would see people at the bottom of my door, their feet and shit. And at the peepee hole I had, you could fucking unscrew it and look in there and see in my room. Okay? Now, sometimes when I would look through that peepee hole, I would look through the fucking peepee hole and I would see sex going on. Like a porn, but it wasn't a porn. It wasn't a movie. It wasn't nothing like that. I would look through there, and in the film, in the fucking lens, was sex going on. I open the door, look, nothing there. Nothing there. I close the door back, look through the peep hole, sex going on. I don't know, y'all. I don't fucking know. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the weirdest shit's going on this fucking planet that it ain't fucking funny. I would leave that motel, Super 8 motel, and there's a motel across the way, right across the street from that joint, right by Sheets', right across, like walking distance, like right directly across the street. It's called Best Western. I would walk into Best Western like I owned that motherfucker, like I had a room there, and I would walk into the fucking exercise room, into the pool, and go get in the pool and shit, because Super 8 didn't have none of that shit. I would go get an exercise room, chill. And sometimes it got to the point where, fuck, I'm gonna do my little shit over here. I would go in a little bathroom, little exercise room, do my little shit, go swimming. And I looked I was in the shower in the exercise room, and I seen the mirror move. It ain't just move or turn around. It just real slow. And go up or angle. I'm telling you the real shit. I had a friend come pick me up one time. And now I'm not gonna go there. Okay. I seen the mirror would move, and I would see, and I would turn the lights out. And you ever heard of herd mentality? Herd mentality? Like, there's some shit here, man, that to me, I can't have fear in my heart. The Lord won't let me have fear in my heart. I'm not a Christian. I don't go to church and that shit. But everybody has to believe in a higher power some way. And I believe in my higher power. You got to believe in your higher power. You believe in your higher power. But fear cannot live here. I just won't let me be. Some just won't let me be afraid. And for one, the shit that was going on, I was just seeing it and hearing it. It wasn't hurting me. It was just being nosy. And private in my fucking my businesses, my affairs. And when I'm trying to motherfucking perform autoeroticism, it's like they're peeking at me and shit. See that on the ceiling right there? That's a light fixture. But on the ceiling in the motel, my motel room, they had a fucking smoke detector. Okay? A smoke detector. And the room I stepped in was a double bed room, so it had 2 beds. Tell me why they had a smoke detector in the room in the middle between both beds. Why wouldn't it be right there beside the door? You know what I mean? Why are you going to be right there? That man actually told me that, hey, there's a fucking looking device in here. There's something, I'm being watched somehow. So I got up there and I switched that motherfucking smoke detector off. I didn't find nothing. But I was laying there one night and I watched this smoke detector ever so slowly move across my ceiling. It didn't go far. It just would go like this, real slow, or like that, real slow, real slow. I got some TikTok on this shit moving by itself. I had these 3 totes right here behind me. I had them in front of the door, and because I had them in front of my door because motherfuckers can go on Amazon and get a key card reader and a key card maker and make key cards and come up in your fucking room. And people was coming in my motherfucking room. Crazy shit. And I had to boom, shut the door, and I had to lock my door some type of way that nobody could get in the door. Only way you could get is if I took the shit off the door. Like I bolted my shit down because I couldn't sleep right. So I also had another TV in my room, which was besides their TV. I had my TV, a 40-inch TV. And I went and got a camera from like Southern States or something like that. Like a camera. I put that shit just looking right at my door so I could be looking at my bed watching TV, but looking at my front door. My door would open sometimes and I would see the crack. And you want to pay attention to shadows. You want to pay attention to reflections because I see it in reflections a lot. I see people inside of the mirror. They're inside the mirror, just like it's like they're trapped in the mirror, but they're here watching us. They can inhabit objects, anything. The things that I've seen move, the whole fucking for that doorknob to move, it would have to be a track for that doorknob can slide up and down, right? You know what I mean? There had to be a track, so there'd be no track on the fucking shit. I was so shocked by it one day. I went down, got the heavyset dude. I said, bro, check this shit out. This shit's crazy. I brought him upstairs. I put him in the bathroom. I said, don't look at me. Look directly at the doorknob. Watch the doorknob. I'm gonna be talking to you like we're carrying on a conversation and everything, but don't pay attention to what I'm saying. Pay attention to the doorknob. Well, we was talk to him, and I was looking at the doorknob too, and he was looking at the doorknob, and the bathroom door was shut. I'll be damned. That fucking doorknob went. But it went ever so fucking slowly, bro. Ever so slowly. So listen, if something moves so slow, you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. You have to pay attention. You have to study it. My mom thought I was crazy. She said, son, you need to... She didn't believe me. She believes me now. She's blind, but she can't see, but there'd be no way I would hold on to this shit and just like it is. These motherfuckers, they're inside the curtains. Listen, when I go sit down to use a bathroom, shit. You take your pants down like this, boom. To go use the bathroom, get your pants down like this using the bathroom, pants sitting on the floor, right? I feel this shit going through my pants real slowly. I feel my pants, my shit moving real slowly. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm telling you. Y'all are gonna find out this shit. At first, I didn't know if they were good or they were bad, or Pleiadians or Starseeds, what the fuck ever, demons. What I don't know. But Pleiadian, I don't know. I still don't know who they are, why they're doing it, and what they're getting out of doing the things they're doing. But it all has to do with movement and invasion of your fucking privacy. So if you think you're in a room or you're in a bathroom, you're alone by yourself and ain't nobody seeing you, I'm promising you, man, this shit is crazy. There was a guy next door to me. I was out in the hallway. This guy and his kid was next door to me in the same hotel. Like a couple weeks later, Super 8 motel, and I was out in the hallway because as I was walking down the hallway, like 3 doors on this side, 3 doors on that side. All the joints were going up and down. They was going up and down. The fucking key cards and the doorknobs. They were going up real slow, but they would go real slow. And I looked at them, and they was doing it in unison. And I was walking down the hallway, and then the guy and girl and the little baby was coming. I said, "Hold up, wait a minute." They stopped. I said, "Bro, there's some shit going on in this hotel. I don't know what's going on." The guy kept still walking. He said, "I know. It's fucking demonic." I was like, "Whoa, you fucking see it too, bro?" He was like, "Yeah, I see it." So I know I ain't the only one. He came to my room. He was like, he knew how to do that shit called speaking in tongues. He came over my room and anointed my room. I did all that fucking talking to the fucking tongue shit. It still went on. Nothing changed. But shit got crazy for me at that hotel. Like, I went over and I motherfucking popped shit with the fucking dude next door and his fucking crew. They was working on the road some type of how or something. So they said. I'm telling you, the motherfuckers was there. I mean, why you gonna live in LaVale, be from LaVale, but stay at a motel in LaVale? If I got a house, well, I'm not staying in my house. I'm gonna pay money to go stay in a hotel. You know, shit just wasn't adding up. So I was like, this is crazy. So the shit that I did to one of the guys next door, I almost got put in jail, and I got kicked out of that motel. So I got kicked out of my place, and I got kicked out of the motel. But I didn't get kicked out of the hotel until I started making so much of a fuss about the shit that was going on. The Indian lady that owned the hotel, I told her, I said, "Yo, I don't know what y'all got going on, but I'm familiar with the rod people y'all, I'm familiar with the people y'all fucking worship." I told her, I said, "Yo, the shit that's going on here, I don't know if you know about it. I know you know. You got to know because it's your hotel. I'm asking you to make it fucking stop. Tell them to quit." She jumped on the phone and started telling them in that language, some language. She said, "I'll tell them to quit right now. I'll tell them to quit. I'll tell them to stop." I said, "Listen, because if I have to take y'all to court, all the 3 months I've been here, all the money I spent here, I'm going to ask for all my money back. Or when I say that right there, like 2 days later, they held a meeting in the office, and like it was a real big meeting. Even a fucking sheriff was in there. So I knew something was up. So people started trying to pick fights with me. People that worked in the motel, the laundry guy, the maids, motherfucking maintenance guy, and me and the maintenance guy, we went off next door to the Burger King, the Burger King that was next door, and we lit it up out there in that parking lot, in the Burger King parking lot. We fucking lit it up. We lit it up so bad, our both eyes was swelled up like shut like this. Both of us, both eyes was knotted up. Neither one of us was whipping each other, so we just turned around, walked, and left away. Okay. I eventually got put out of that motel, and that's when I went staying next door, across the street at the fucking Best Western jump. Like I told you, the mirror was moving, and I would be in that fucking weight room, lifting weights, and I always felt like people were staring at me, people was looking at me. So I would go up in that bitch, and I cut the lights out. Totally dark in there lifting weights, doing my thing, yada, yada, yada. So the next thing you know, I would sit down in the corner to where nobody could, you know what I mean? And I would see shadow people. You don't really catch them moving unless it's real slow. But next thing you know, I started seeing people sitting in front of the doors in the motel. Like, because inside the motel, you go in the motel, and then in front of all the doors, you had a door, and then you had a window that you could open your window and see outside your door, so you was knocking at the door. But the motel was inside. So I would see people in dark people, not melanated people. I'm talking about shadows. Like they would be sitting there, like observing me. I'm like, this is some fucking crazy shit. I can't go nowhere without these motherfuckers. What's going on? I sent my mom a picture of I was taking a picture of something like this right here, and behind me was a towel. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. When I sent my mom the picture, she said, "Damn, Jason, you see that shit?" I was like, "What?" When we talking on the phone, she said, "Look, I'm gonna send you that picture back. Show me what you see." I said, "That's the picture I just sent you." She was like, "Yeah, but do you see what's in it?" I was like, "Yeah, me." She said, "No, Jason, you see what's on the towel?" I said, "No, Mom, it's clean. That's a clean towel." She said, "No," and then she sent me another picture and she circled it. She said, "There's a face right there, right here in the mouth." I said, "Holy shit, you're right, Mom. That's crazy. Maybe it's just the way the material was laying." Well, in that bathroom, you see that motherfucker? You see that junk right there? Hold on, where's that? You see that joint on the ceiling right there? That's that light fixture up there in my mom's crib. In the bathroom, they got a fucking joint, a little fan. So, you know what I mean, like an exhaust fan. I would be in a shower. The fan would do the same thing that smoke detector was doing. It would go real slowly over this way, real slowly over that way, or up, or back. And I was like, wow. So I got up and I started stuffing towel in that bitch. Every way I tried to make it to where people couldn't see or people stopped the shit that was moving. It would, and I'd go doing what I was doing. I look back, this shit would be undone. This towel would be unstuffed a little bit. The PV hole would be unscrewed and took out. One time, I went to look under the door, and I seen the fucking owner of the motel coming. So I hurried up and stood up, and I put my feet against the wall like that, so they couldn't see my feet. I spread my feet like that. So to my feet, and I spread them against the wall and went like that, so you couldn't see my feet. So like, I looked out the window, I was waiting for her to walk by, and when she walked by, she walked first, and then these two things, it was like a ball, like circular objects. I don't know what it was. They went with her. It was like they were watching her back, or they were orbs, or they were fairies, or something. They went with her. Later on that night, still at the Super 8 motel, I was looking under the door because I seen people looking under the door at me. And you want to say, how can you see a motherfucker looking at the door on you? When the maid, the light-skinned lady, she was a maid. One day I seen her. I would get up against the wall like this by the door, and I would see the maid walk by. And as soon as she would walk by like this, she would hurry up and she would drop to the floor and look under the door. And I would hurry up, open the door like that, and act like I didn't see her and shut the door back. But that's what they were doing. They were looking under the door. So I was wondering, what the fuck is up with the underneath of these doors? So what I did was, I cut all the lights out in the motel room, and I went all the way to between the beds. And I got to the end of the beds, not this end, the back end, but the front end of the beds. And I looked, I said, wow, that's a big fucking crack. It doesn't look that big, but when you step back, it's a big fucking crack. And I said, damn. And so I started looking under the door. I could look under the crack of my door from the back, from the into the bed, and I could look and see all the way over underneath, all the way through to the other people's room. Catty corner, not directly in front of me, but catty cornered. And you can see them. You can fucking see them. Okay? Another time, I was in the bathroom, and I knew I was being watched. If I fell out, if you can feel somebody watching you, you're being watched. Well, I felt being watched. So I would leave the door open just a little bit, so a little bit of light could come in, so I could barely see, but they couldn't see. Well, I got to take a hot shower. Took a hot ass shower. I got out the shower, and I kept the light off. I looked at the mirror. The mirror was all fogged up. It can't be total dark, and it can't be bright light. It has to be in the middle. It has to be like light but not light, dark but not dark. Well, the mirror was all fogged up. Okay? The mirror was all fogged up. when I was in there drying off my towel and shit, and look at myself in the mirror and shit, I can't see nothing, but I'm just looking at the mirror. Well, I took my hand and I went across the mirror, and there was these two black ladies. Excuse me, I'm really sorry. There was these two melanated ladies, and they had a dog, and I'm pretty sure they were significant others to each other. Well, and I know what they look like. One had dreads, and one had strong hair, and one of them had fucking glasses. So when I went like this to the mirror, I kind of seen something in the mirror. I was like, whoa. So I stepped back against the wall so I could see good. I could see them two ladies that was in a catty corner room in the mirror looking back at me doing shit. And I was like, I looked. I said, holy shit, blew my mind. Blew my fucking mind. I was like, wow, this is crazy. I mean, the mirrors, I'm telling you, the motels ain't where it's at, man. And when you find out about these motels, these big motels, Hampton Inn, Marriott, Hyatt Regency, Super 8, Motel 6, Motel 6s, all of them, I don't want to say nothing about the Indians because I think they cool people, but it's all the Indian-owned hotels. I'm telling you, some good fucking shit. I could be saying this if I was lying right. I couldn't be lying right now telling you this. I just couldn't. When I got kicked out of the Motel Super 8, I went across the way over there. Me and my cat took him over there to Best Western. Took a room, got a Best Western. I stayed at John about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. Well, when I got in the room, as soon as I got in the room, I went over and checked it out before I took my cat over there. I said, I wonder if there's shit going on. I knew there was shit going on because I seen in the mirror in the fucking weight room the shit was going on with the mirror. So I said, I'm going to see what's going on. Now I got access to one of these rooms. I'm going to see what's going on in here. So I went into the motherfucking room. I looked around, checked it all out. I said, it looks pretty tight in here. It's nice. Well, I went on, got my shit. I went and brought it to the hotel. Sat down on the bed. It was a nice motel. Sat on the bed, got my cat over there, my cat box and shit. I hit the light switch. When you come in the door, there's a light switch that comes on the light on there. I hit the light switch. This is crazy. I hit the light switch. You see this lamp? You see this light bulb right here? I hit the light switch. Okay, this don't got no lampshade on it. This light had a lampshade on it. So when I fucking turned the light switch on, this is what the light did. I hit the light switch. Click. Turn it back off. Stop. Turn it back on. Click. I turn it back off. Stop. Hit the light switch again. Click. I was like, whoa. This is some far out fucking shit, man. So I had my dude, Brian Payton, come pick me up. And I said, yo, come to the room real quick. I got to show you something, bro. Come to the room. Now, why the fuck is the light switch controlling why is a light switch should only control whether the light comes on or off? It shouldn't control the fucking, excuse me. It shouldn't control the lampshade where it goes like this or like that, right? It shouldn't. I'm not seeing shit. And it ain't just me. Because when I brought Brian there, he came in. I said, bro, tell me if you see what I see. He looked around the room. He said, Jason, man, come on, man. Come on, man. We need to go get some help. Nah, bro. I ain't doing drugs no more. I'm going to stop doing drugs. He said, it don't matter. You still might have a long-term effect, yada, yada, yada. I said, bro, if I got a long-term effect or a short-term effect, tell me if you see what I see. If you do not see what I see, I'll go right now today and let you take me to the motherfucking hospital for a fucking 10-day eval. I said, look at this light right here, bro. Look at this lamp. I hit the switch. He fucking rolled out. Whoa, what the fuck? How do you do that? I said, bro, all I did was go over there and hit that switch, bro. He hit the switch, the lampshade. Okay, outside my window, not outside window, but outside the window, because I told you it's an inside motel. There's a plant, like a fucking big circle plant. We call them bitches. Flower pot had a big plant in it. The plant would move like to be looking. Okay, you know that shit called I'm not. Hold on. Okay, this is crazy, man. I didn't want to make this video, and I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard fucking time. I'm having a hard time, man. I mean, I know there's nothing wrong with me. I know I'm not seeing shit, and I know it's not because of drugs. I'm just telling you, shit is. I don't know if it's alive. Um, there's that shit that was in them fucking vaccinations. That's not luciferase, but black shit that that comes to you. Shit, like if you got a whole bunch of it in a bowl, and you pull some of this side, it'll go to that side and go to that. You know what I'm talking about? It's I forget what it's called, man. But the flower, I even recorded it. I got it on recording. But the shit is smart. It's intelligent as fuck. That's why I know it's beings. It's something of another. It ain't just some fucking. If you try to record it and catch it, they won't do it for you. They won't. You won't catch it. You have to be real fucking slick. You have to be on your phone or some type of device, and you have to have it on, like somewhere, and have it on record, and then go set your phone and know where it's at, and just go ahead and you can't aim and set your camera up like this right here, because it's like it's gonna know. It's gonna know. It'll know. So you just have to be like if I wanted to record that motherfucking that light fixture that's on my ceiling, I would have to do some shit like this right here. Yada yada yada. Oh shit! All right, I'll be back. I'll be right back. All right, do you see it? You see it? Yeah, I would drop my phone like this and watch that motherfucking light fixture move by itself. And I would go away and come back, or I would do my thing, what I was doing, and I would try to catch that light fixture moving. Sometimes I would catch it moving, sometimes I wouldn't. But it's anything and everything, bro. I mean, I thought it was just like the curtains in the motel room. I thought it was like the doorknobs. And then once I learned that it was the curtains, the doorknobs, the doors. Look, this is crazy right here. In the motel room, the door right there, had right here, had a peepee hole in the door. My first night in that motel in the Best Western, I watched the fucking peepee hole rise up and rise down. On the peepee hole, you hear what I'm saying? The fucking peepee hole. I would watch that motherfucker go up and go down, real ever so slowly that if you wasn't paying direct fucking attention to it, you fucking wouldn't catch it. I go up in the shower in Best Western, and the shower's like a square shower, like a little square, you know what I mean? I was in the shower, sitting down on the edge of the joint in the square back. I looked up at the shower nozzle, the fucking shower head. The fucking shower head was like, it was moving too. Like it was looking at me. Like it was being used to look at me. I don't know why it's moved, why the things moved the way they were moving. I don't know what is they're getting out of it. I don't know why. I got questions too. It's just, it has to do with fucking observation and perversion. Because when it mostly happens is when you're fucking naked and you got some meat out, or you got some sex going on. If you got some meat out and you got some sex going on and you playing with some lips, that's when the activity is real fucking crazy. It's crazy, man. I mean, I'm telling you. Okay. Now, I left out of that motel. My mom told me, Jason, Greg's gone. Come up here. Me and her husband didn't get along because nigga pulled a gun on me a long time ago and shit. He used to hit on my mom, and I used to want to fucking do. People knew what was gonna go on if I got the chance. You don't be hurting on my motherfucking mom, especially being a dude and shit like that. You won't be a woman fight my mom and she lose. Okay, that's one thing. But you ain't gonna be a man choking my mom out and shit. Do I watched my mom get her fucking ass beat my whole life by my dad. My dad was big black fucking Cherokee Indian motherfucker. Big dude, huge dude. She married him when I was 3, but that was my dad. You know what I mean? She did that, not me. So I watched her get her fucking ass beat down. Somehow she got her ass beat worse than I ever seen any fucking man get their ass beat. I mean, beat to a bloody piece of pulp. Beat. I mean, man, I don't even think about that more. Then on this, I'm gonna jump to this internet. I'm telling you about the shit that's moving. I'll tell you, pay attention to, like, you see my window right here? I don't got curtains. I gotta even put curtains on my window because I see shit in my curtains. I just got a blanket up there. And in this window right here, I got blankets up there too. But they still can see. They still are in them motherfuckers. They're mainly mostly inside of fabric. Now, I go back and forth to Cumberland sometimes to take a break from being around this motherfucker. I went to my friend Brian. He owns a whole bunch of apartment buildings and shit. And when I go up there, I can just stay in an apartment building in my own shit. You know what I mean? So I would go up that motherfucker, and I seen in his one apartment building on Liberty Street, I'd be running around, doing my thing, high, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Well, I was in the bathroom, and I seen the motherfucking mirror was going up and down. I said, this shit here, this shit. I got to the point where I acknowledged it. I knew I had nothing I could do about it, and I just accepted it. But when I seen it, I would get mad, and I would talk shit to it. Oh, y'all motherfuckers back again? Oh, y'all motherfuckers here? Oh, y'all with that nasty shit again? Oh, y'all want to see some fucking cock? All right, bet. Here you go. Boom. Let's do it. Let's rock with it. And I would fucking just cuss them out. Y'all some nasty, dirty tribe. Why don't y'all? You know what would be the bomb? It'd be the bomb if y'all would just stop all that watching shit. Why don't you just knock on the door? Come on in. I ain't gonna bite you. We'll have fun together. Nobody would knock on the door. Nobody would do nothing. I said, you're knock on. So one time I was sitting on the toilet taking a smash, and I look across catty corner across the room to the bedroom over there. There's a bedroom there and a bedroom down there. Well, I look catty corner across the room, cross street from the commissioners, commissioners. There's a window right there. I looked in the window, and I seen this fucking lady in the fucking mirror. I mean, in the fucking curtain. She was toward the bottom of the curtain, but she was there. I said, yo. And I walked over to the door, and I looked, and I said, that is a goddamn woman, black hair. It was a white curtain, but you could see her face. You could see her hair. You could see her hairline. You could see her bangs. You could see her hair coming down her side of her. I walked over to her, tried to walk over to her to touch her, but I got 5 feet to her, and she disappeared. It was gone. It's kind of like they can manifest themselves in anything. Like, there's shit going around. Like, okay, then there's this other time where I went back like a couple months later. I went to Cumberland. I stayed up on Marion Ave, on the top, same town, but Marion Ave, different apartment building, because that apartment building creeped me out. I was in that motherfucker. I did no drugs. I was in that motherfucker. And where you at? Oh yeah, I got a set of binoculars. They're outside, right here outside. But I don't know what made me do it. I had my binoculars with me. Oh shit! I would sit back on the couch. No TV. There was no TV in this one. No internet in this one. So I would sit back on the couch, and there was an apartment building. There was another apartment building like 3 feet. Like you could go up these stairs and be the apartment I was in, and up these stairs and go to that apartment. So I don't know. The curtain was closed. I took. Damn, see, it's just got me creeped out. I feel like I had to pick the phone up because I don't want nobody all up between my legs and shit. I took the binoculars. They're just regular binoculars. I took them, and I don't know what possessed me to do it. I just took them, and I started looking around the room. Well, I looked at the window, toward the wall there, and when I looked through the binoculars, there wasn't a wall there. So I looked, and there's no wall. I took them down, there's a wall. I put them back up, there's no wall. Took them down, there's a wall. I took them back up like that, no wall. And I could see everybody that was in the apartment. I could see everybody. I took them down, I couldn't see nobody, there was a wall there. I put them back up like this, and then in the morning time, I went to sleep. Morning time, I woke up on the couch, same couch, and I did the same thing. When I took like this, I could see everybody in there. I could see everybody who was in that apartment building, like 6 people, and they were all female. They were all female. There was this one. There was a guy, but I didn't see him till later. There was this one. I looked at her, and I seen her. I was like, damn, she pretty. And I looked, and I got to her knees, and I went down. I said, damn. I went down some more. Yo, this lady, her legs were so fucking long. It was fucking ridiculous. She had to be like 8 feet, 9 feet, 10 feet tall because her legs were as long. You see my legs? Take this leg and put it on this leg. That's how long her leg was. Her legs, my 2 legs together, put them, Jones, take this leg off and put it right here. And that's how long her legs were. She had to be 9 feet tall, 10 feet tall. But there was something wrong with her because when I went that night and I looked at her, I seen them because her legs, she would be sitting on stuff like this and I could see her legs, how long they were. And later on that night, I went and looked again. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I sat in the chair right against the window and I seen her. Like I couldn't see nothing like this, but if I took the binoculars and go like this, I could see them motherfuckers. And then like later on, that same night, I looked and I didn't see I seen a couple of people in the building, but I looked outside. Outside, they both were. It was a guy there and there was a girl there. The girl was laying on the ground and she was long, bro. She was long as fuck. She was long. Her legs were fucking long. The guy, while she was laying on the floor, there was a guy stooping beside her like this, and he was rubbing her legs out like this. He was doing like that. I know people are going to tell me I'm crazy. I need to lay off the drugs, and they're going to talk about chip tooth, and they're going to show the hate. I just wish people wouldn't be like that. But... and it's taken me a long time to want to make this fucking video, man. I'm already 47 minutes into this video, man, and I ain't even told you half of the shit. I was in the bathroom in that apartment up there on Marion Ave, the top one, not by the courthouse, but the top one. And I was in the bathroom. And I remember, I told you there's an apartment building right across from me, but if you go like this, you'll see beside the building, but up an alley. Well, them beings, them people I was seeing, the ladies, the girls. One of them, one time at the end there, and this scared the shit out of me. It scared the fucking shit out of me. I was looking at her, and we wouldn't communicate. We would interact. That's the new word now. Interact. So we wouldn't sign language each other, nothing but like that. But I seen them over there having sex over that motherfucker. They was in the window having sex and shit like that. They was fucking. It was some shit, man. It was some fucking shit. I got some stories to tell my motherfucking grandkids, man. When this shit is all over, if I ever get a chance, I know some shit, man. I know some shit. Okay. Maybe I might not know some shit, but I done seen some shit. The lady, though, was right there. It was in the window. She did like this. What would that mean if somebody did like that to you? That means look over there, right? Well, I looked over there beside the building, and all the way up the alley on the hill up there was a bunch of motherfuckers. A bunch. Like 60. These motherfuckers had red skin. Some of them was dressed in white. Some of them was dressed in whatever. Most of them was dressed in white, but there's one had red skin. All of his whole skin was red. Some of them had like green looking skin. It looked like they was all dressed up for fucking Halloween. The whole hill up there. Like they was all dressed up for Halloween. That shit scared me so bad. I dropped my motherfucking phone and got my other phone out and I called 911. And I told the police, I said, yo, I need somebody to come escort me out of this motherfucker. I need somebody to take me back down to the bottom of the hill so I can, because I was all the way up on Baltimore Street. I said, I need the police up here now. I said, I don't know what's going on. I don't even know myself, so I can't tell you. I'm just telling you I need assistance from an officer to take me down, watch me go down the hill. You don't have to take me nowhere, watch me go down the hill. Well, 2 officers came. They was up that motherfucker in like 4 minutes, 3 minutes. They verified that I wasn't on any drugs, searched my motherfucking property, or searched my fucking bags that I had for guns and shit, because I'm a felon. And they seen I had no nothing and nothing. And he knew something was wrong, because I'm really known in that town, because I stayed in Cumberland for like 20 years. And I was in a lot of shit in that town. I had my finger in a lot of shit in that town. And I hadn't been in trouble. I ain't been in jail in a long time. Cops are proud of me. It ain't too often you get a cop that's proud of you, dude, and that fucks with you because they know you're a career criminal and you turn your life around. They let me ride in the front seat of that motherfucking cop car, which was kind of hard on my part, because if motherfuckers see you riding around the front seat of a cop car, you know what it is. You know what's up. You know what people are going to think. Well, they let me out of McDonald's, and I went down McDonald's, and I took my bag, and I walked all the way down to the PJ's projects, Fort Cumberland Homes. And I stayed with my man Chris, him and his girl and his kids. And it's crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy. The movement that's going on is real slow movement. I see it now here today, but it's real slow, and it's real. You know what I mean? If there ain't no naughtiness or no badness or no drugs or no violence or no fucking illegal activity or no fucking nothing going on, it's really not much, but it is. It goes on, but it ain't as much. It ain't as evident as I've seen it before. Like when I go to Brian's crib, the fucking ceiling tiles, the drop ceiling, they would move around. One of them would come out like this. It would lift up and come out like this. I mean, he's seen it himself too. He stayed there the night himself too, because he thought I was lying. And he knows there ain't nothing he can do about it. I thought it was the neighbors. But the neighbors had something to do with it, because these motherfuckers are witches, or they're involved in somehow. Because at nighttime, there's a deck out back on the fucking apartment building about across from the courthouse, the one on the bottom down there on Liberty Street. I would look out the apartment. I feel like I see people. All right, now, Brian said nobody comes to that building unless they're on the weekdays. Well, I would go up and look in the window, and I would go so far as to stand on the stove. You know how on some places they got like a door, and then at the very top of the door they got this long little window part. Like, well, I would stand on the motherfucking stove and be in the dark like this and look, and it would be beings, shadow, darkest of dark, all on that deck. And toward the end of the night, everybody would be fucking. It would be blowjobs going on. It would be mad sex going on the whole motherfucking deck. And then toward the last time I was there, I would go over like this. And when I looked over like that, there was this big, huge fucking giant that was tall as the building I was in, out there watching over top of the people that was having sex, over top of the beings that were having sex. I mean, the shit was so big. He was bigger than Andre the Giant. He was bigger than anything I've ever. You ever heard of the Kandahar Giant? He's big like that. He had like a fucking Marine haircut. He was big as fuck, dude. He was big as fuck. I'm talking about, I wouldn't want to be nowhere around when this motherfucker. I know this shit sounds crazy, man, but I'm telling you, open your mind and just, you don't have to believe me, but just know this shit is true and it's real to me. And I appreciate you for listening to me and hearing me out, taking your time out of your day to try to understand me. But the shit that's going on, man, I can't explain it. I don't know who it is. I don't know where they come from. But I'm telling you, it's going on. It's going on. Now I want to talk about this internet. TikTok, anything with live. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. They got this Jones called Bingo Live, liveme.com, everything where you can, any site you can go live on. You know they can. You know, you ever heard of the thing that people are watching you through your phones? They can see you. I know you've heard of that. You've heard of that before, but it ain't what you think. It is what you think, but it ain't what you. It's more than what you think. I'm gonna show you. Let me get my tablet right now. Where is it at? Here it is. I'm gonna show you. This right here, whole thing. Okay, you see right here. It's a little camera, right? And you see up here, it's a little camera, right? But do you see the screen right here? This whole screen is a camera. This is what I know. This is fact. This ain't just what I believe in or what I've seen. This from here on, I want you to try this shit out yourself. Try this shit out yourself. And I know the people that are behind it, they're watching me right now, and they're like, damn, my cover's blown. But I'm telling you, this whole motherfucker right here is a screen. This whole TV right here, all of it is all a screen. It's camera. It's all camera screen. If you take and you go on that thing, you got a Fire Stick on your TV, and you go to the browser and you go to one of them fucking cam sites, and we're gonna say Jasmine.com or livejasmine.com or just one of them sex sites that you can go on and have. Listen, if that's the TV right there, where is the fucking camera for them to see me at? You hear me? Where is the camera for them to see me at? How are they reacting and seeing me? So if I turn on live links right now or livejasmine.com and I get a girl on there and I pull out some meat and her facial expression, but I mean, listen, I'm not trying to brag or say I got some fucking different parts than anybody else has got or I'm fucking whatever. But sometimes people are surprised when they look at me and shit, or they it's different. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk like that, but it's almost degrading, man. It's almost degrading sitting here talking like I have to tell you this, but I feel like I have to. I feel it's my job to tell you. I feel it's my job to tell you. Where's the camera at on that motherfucker? How come when I go on that motherfucker and I pull out some meat, some KY, hitting a bowl or whatever, the way people react lets you know a lot. The eyes can never lie. The eyes, you can lie all you want to with your face, your voice, tell it all you want to. But the eyes don't lie. So if somebody right now dropped 20 pounds of gold right there, you see my facial reaction? Boom. Did you see my facial reaction? So if you drop a fucking, sorry, Lord, if you drop his Bible on the floor, damn, that's just the Bible. But did you see my facial reaction? Paid attention to my face? All right, now I'm gonna drop $100,000 in cash. Did you see my reaction? Surprised, shocked, in disbelief, want to see more. It's all in the eyes, guys. It's all in the eyes. The eyes don't lie. You can tell what somebody's anticipating. You can tell what somebody likes. You can tell if they like what they see. You can tell if they want to see more. You can tell if I have great discernment, man. And I hate that I have it because I don't want it no more. I'm tired of fucking seeing it. I don't want it to go on. I want my privacy back. I want the world to go back to way the good. And it's fucked up. But like I said, the lives, they can see you, bro. And I don't mean they can see you through your little camera. If you cover your camera up, tape your cameras up, they can't see you. Bullshit. We'll go right here. Well, right here, TikTok.
By age 30, you should be old enough to accept these four
Now I'm gonna show you something.
Most people never understand number 4
Let me show you something.
You might want to save
I'm gonna go here and click live.
so you can always come back later. 1.
Please come back.
Now look. Now look. You see that? You see that right there? There right now. Right now they can see you. Right now, them two that sit on the screen right now, if they go like this right here, they're trying to look down the phone, look down on me. If they go like this right here, when I move around the room, if they follow me around the room, that means they can see me. You see that? You see that? We can go to another one. Not them. Hold on, let me get one. Listen, they're all ages, all ethnicities, in all areas of the country, in all continents. They're everywhere. I used to think that it was some fucking software design or some software shit that they had that they can see. They can also see through your clothes or without clothes on. They can also see you if you fart. You ever go to what's that called when you got a certain exposure on your phone? You got infrared. If you got infrared on your phone, you look through infrared and somebody farts, you can see it. The cloud go behind them. I know it's crazy and it's wild, but it's the truth. You all know it. They can see. One time I was watching YouTube shorts, and there's one chick I watched. While I was laying there butt naked, I didn't care. She was going by doing her short. And if you pay attention, every time you watch the short and it'll play over again, watch the short, it'll play over again, watch the short, it'll play over again. Every time you watch the short, they'll do a little something, you'll catch it, a little something different every time. Every time. Now I was watching the short one time and she was going, it's like the fourth time it went on. I cracked a fart. And she went like, she was walking and she did her thing and I cracked the fart. She looked down at me when I farted. So she seen my ass or she seen whatever. It's crazy, man. Believe me or don't, I told the truth. I put it out there. You need to have some understanding about it, man. I have nothing to gain by lying to you. This YouTube, I ain't got no followers. I don't care. It don't matter. I mean, it don't matter to me. If you believe it or don't, it don't matter to me. If you lie, if you write me some hate, it don't matter to me because it's still the truth no matter what you say or how you look at it. It's still truth. It may not be true to you because it ain't happening to you, but I'm telling you what's going on. You're on your phone. Anything you go to on your phone, they can see you. This whole screen right here, the black mirror, it's a black mirror. It's evil, bro. It's evil. It's evil. Why do you think they're going to shut the fucking internet down and go to Quantum Financial or Starlink? Because this shit is fucking evil, bro. This shit is fucking evil. And I done outed them. I don't know how many enemies I'm going to make. I don't even know. I might get killed for fucking outing this shit. I might get killed for outing this shit. But you hear what I said? I done said my real name. I done told you how old I was. I done told you the deal about myself. I'm an ex-convict. I don't give a fuck. All I care about is the truth. My mom, my country, our women, and our children. That's all I care about. If you want to share this, turn it on to somebody else, think they should know, have at it. But no matter if you do or you don't, just know what I said ain't going to change the fact that it's the truth. No matter if you believe me or not, it ain't going to change the fact that it's the truth. I have nothing to gain, nothing to lose. I just want to tell y'all because I think y'all should know. I think if y'all are doing illicit activities such as smoking drugs or doing whatever, bro, I don't even want to sleep with my phone in my room. I put that joint in a fucking microwave like a Faraday cage. I use my microwave as a Faraday cage. I got microwaves all over my house. It's some really fucking. When I say sick shit, I mean sick shit. It's like you're being spied on. You're being looked at every time you go having some. And I'm telling you what, they can inhabit and possess anything. Anything. One time, I was at this other hotel, and I was watching people type, and somebody said, "Hey, your plant just moved." And I said, "Oh, somebody else can see too." It made me feel good because it made me know that I'm not the only one who has to witness this shit. And then how I found out too is because when I was at that same motel, I was on live with somebody, or I was in their room, and they typed in my motherfucking chat box. They said, "Hey, look behind you. That sheet is moving." Because I had a sheet, had a string from that wall to that wall. Then I had a sheet hanging over top of it. And that sheet was slowly being pulled back. And she typed on that motherfucker, "Hey, that sheet's moving behind you. Who's in the room with you?" I look back, and that motel, that was another creepy motel. If you want to know more about what I got to say, you can reach me on my Facebook. My name's Jason Lawrence Scroggins. You see what I look like? It's from Cumberland, Maryland. It's my profile from the church in Cumberland, Maryland, or Augusta, West Virginia. Jason Lawrence Scroggins. And you see what I look like. And send me a friend request. But I ain't scared to give them all my phone number, whatever. I'm not scared. Hey, I'll take one for the planet, for people, humanity. But we ain't the only ones here, y'all. If I cut myself right now, I'm gonna bleed blood red as a motherfucker. Those type of motherfuckers I'm trying to reach. The people who will cut themselves and will bleed red. The people who got children. Be careful with your children. Don't let your children too far away from you. I ain't even a mirror in this house. I want to let my mom have a mirror in here. My mom, they're in the curtains. They're in shower curtain, especially a shower curtain. If you got a cloth shower curtain, plastic, they have a harder time with plastic. But I ain't saying they still can't be in the plastic. But it's like, oh yeah, there's another one I'm gonna tell you is real freaky too. When I was up there on Marion Street in Cumberland, Maryland, I was sitting on the floor. I was sitting on the floor like this. But out the window, over the way, was the porch, like across Baltimore Street. There was this two people on the porch, and then another guy was walking down the street, and he stood on that porch and was talking. But I kept noticing him looking up over this way. I'm like, damn, dude, what the fuck? So there's a window that had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 panes of glass in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I took the couch cushion, and I picked it up and I put it like this, so they couldn't see me because I was sitting on the floor. And all of a sudden, I seen something lit up right there, just like that. It lit up, and I looked over at it, and it was in one of the square glass panes was a picture of that guy that was down there staring at me. He popped up on the glass. Listen, I don't mean I'm up on this top floor. I don't mean he walked up to the glass and started looking like this. I mean an image of him popped up on the glass like he teleported himself into the pane of glass. And when I was sitting down like this right here, the don't like there like that, and he popped up like that. He popped up. I looked over at him. I said, "What the fuck you want? Fuck you doing? Why you so fucking nosy? Ain't shit going on up in here. Fuck do you want?" And I got up like this right here, and I walked over. I was going to walk over to him, and he dematerialized. I didn't want to say none of this shit, man, but people, y'all got to know. And if they got this thing out here they call, "Oh, I'm awake, I'm woke as a motherfucker, I'm woke. I know, yeah, I know about the Constitution." That don't make you fucking woke. If you ain't seeing this shit that's going on around here, don't call yourself woke, man. Because I used to call myself woke. And now, I'm so far my eyes wide open, I wish I could go back to sleep. I don't like this shit. from me. It's fucked up. It's foul. It's uncalled for. My mom can't see it. I'm glad. I'm glad. And I also learned women are more pervert, way worse perverts than men. Y'all have a good day. Peace, love, and hair grease.